everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today is a question and answer video, and first I want to welcome new subscribers. Welcome, you guys. This channel is going really fast, so we're getting tons of people every day. So I'm going to explain exactly what this is. This is a question and answer video. So what I'm doing is I'm answering any questions you guys have. Just go down and ask them in the comment section. Ask your question. Always has to be on the last video made. We do this every single Monday. If you want to ask a question, if you could please keep it kind of short. I'm getting these super long where people are telling me their whole life story and I have to search for the question, and then I finally get the question. It just shrunk down to just a little question. If you guys could keep it shorter, it'd really help me. I spend hours on these things, like all day. Also, if you want to ask me a question, please leave your location. I know some of you freak out and say, oh, my ex is looking for me. My ex will know where I live. You know, well, I mean, how about country? Does your ex know what country you live in? Or how about hemisphere or planet? And I know some of you say, well, what's the point? What I try to do, the reason I'm doing this is I want for all of us that have gone through this really painful experience alone, because most of us do. Most of us don't have, if we had a ton of support, we wouldn't have done this in the first place. So when we get out of this, we don't have support. Not even if we did have some good friends, they kind of get sick of our relationship and go away. Or after a relationship is over, when we really need help, we're like, help us, help us. And your friends are like, yeah, get away from me. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to do is give all of you guys just a sense of unity. You know, a support for each other so that you guys realize that this goes everywhere, all over the world. It doesn't discriminate in any shape, way, or form, okay? So that's why I do that. Please tell us your location. I get about half of the people that tell us, half don't. So please tell us your location if you want to ask a question. Please tell us where you are. You can be very general. Don't have to be specific. I don't want your address. But if your ex is looking for you and he knows that you already live in Europe, why can't you just say you're from Europe? Okay, thank you. Also, donations. Rochelle and Christine donated to the channel. Thank you very, very much, both of you. That really, really helps me keep going. It's a great gesture. It's just kind of, it's really, really nice. Thank you, both of you. Okay, so let's get started, everybody. First question is from Kim from Illinois. Hello, Kim. Can you tell us what kind of questions we should be asking therapists to try and figure out if they even know how to help us? Great question, Kim. I know a lot of you, most of you, have had some bad experiences with therapists. And that can be across the board, okay? That can be any kind of counselors, psychiatrists, life coaches. Sometimes they don't know. And this is something that you cannot be taught, okay? They don't teach this in schools. So that's why therapists don't know. The therapists that know all about this probably been through it. You know, they say experience is the best teacher, is the best education. So some of the questions you can be looking for when you're trying to find a therapist, and also something I want to tell you guys, that they don't have to know every little thing about this and exactly what a narcissist does or this. What you need to do is decide what you need to do. What do you need out of that therapy? Most of it's just talking. Most of it is support to make the right decisions in your future. Because if you've come to this place where you've been you loved an abuser, you loved your abuser, and now it's over and you don't know what to do, the therapist is going to help you. I mean, almost in some regards. But if you want someone that can help you specifically with this problem, most of this stems from your childhood, okay? So a lot of this is childhood trauma. A lot of this is attachment trauma. So you can ask your therapist, if you want, ask them what you know about narcissists and the damage they cause. But that shouldn't completely exclude you from choosing that therapist, because if you do that, good luck. Good luck. You may never find one. So another thing is you know, ton of this, I'm telling you guys, this stems from your childhood. If you can find a therapist that knows what CPTSD is and how to treat it, there you go. Because that's probably what most of us have. Okay, some sort of trauma disorder or trauma reaction, and you know, if you could find a therapist who knows how to deal with trauma, that's great. Childhood trauma, even better. Attachment trauma, right on. CPTSD, great. Okay, but don't forget that it's important to just talk. Okay, most therapists understand abuse. You can tell them you were emotionally abused, you know. I hope that helps. You know, I know this is very frustrating, but try not to get so down on this and realize that you can still benefit from a therapist, even if they don't know what you went through, you know. And the therapist will learn too. A good therapist will do their research, okay? A good therapist doesn't just stop with their degree and just says, oh, I learned everything I need to know. If you have patients coming in and you don't know how to help them, then you haven't learned everything you need to know. Time to keep learning. I know therapists who have learned about this stuff, and there's some out there that are amazing and haven't had the experience, okay? So it's possible. Good luck. Thank you. Hope I'm saying this name right. I'm going to guess first Mode or Majde. I'm going to say Mode. And I can guess where you're from. Somewhere in the Middle East, maybe? Somewhere around there. Why does my ex have me blocked on Facebook and Telegram, but not Instagram, and my phone number is still on his phone? Basically, you want to know if you think he's going to come back. Well, they almost always do. Be prepared. Figure out what you want to do if he does come back. But all of this stuff is to keep you in their life so they can come back when they want. Yes, you know, I don't know exactly why he's doing it here, and not there. So he blocked you on Facebook and Telegram. Maybe that's where he finds other women. Maybe that's where the new girl he's dating is on there, and we'll see that. But maybe she's not on Instagram. And that's where he can still communicate with you and get what he wants from you. Keep that line of communication open so he can come back whenever he wants. Cut it off. Okay? Good luck. Christopher Riley from the United Kingdom. Hello, Christopher. Is it normal to have fear of intimacy after being in an abusive relationship with a borderline? Of course. Of course, Christopher. And you know, the worst is when they cheat on you, man. That is just absolutely horrible. And it's a hard thing to recover from. It's hard to be intimate if you don't trust the person you're with. Okay? Men, specifically, men try to function. Men have problems functioning if they don't trust the women. If they have experienced just crazy women always lying and cheating on them and screwing their best friend and family members, stuff like that. Yeah, real hard to get through. Don't worry, Christopher. Give yourself time. Keep women in your life. Be friends with women. As far as being intimate, it's about trust. So you get to trust the person first. Okay? No one night stands, and you'll be fine. Second question. Also, should emotional regulation be taught in schools? Absolutely. They teach us, you know, some schools teach us how to cook and clean, right? How to exercise, you know, all these things. That's great. But most important, emotional needs. Emotional needs. Emotional needs. Teach these children how to meet their emotional needs. Teach them that they're an autonomous single person, that they need all these things, and then teach them how to provide it for themselves. Good questions, Christopher. Thank you. The Blonde Artist. Don't know where you're from, and I'm not going to guess. Why do some toxic people drop hints at what they're doing behind the scenes and planning? So some toxic people have got all this stuff going on, right? And they get cocky and tell you about it. Well, some of it, I'm sure, is a manipulation tactic. Get you to freak out, get you to worry, get you to be scared, anything like that. But realize that these people get cocky. All right? They get real cocky. Serial murders, if they don't get caught right away, they get so cocky. They think, I am so great. I'm smarter than the police. Nobody can catch me. I'm godlike, omnipotent, you know, and they get caught. That might be what this is, but I wouldn't know. Hope that helps. Thank you. Hugo from the Midwest, United States. Hello, Hugo. Why would a girlfriend tell her boyfriend there are rumors about her at workplace that she's cheating with a married man? So you've got a woman goes home, tells her boyfriend, hey, just to let you know, there's rumors about me cheating with a married man at work. And you want to know why she's doing that? Well, two reasons, Hugo, I could come up with, and I couldn't come up with anything else. Two reasons only. Triangulation, you know what that is, triangulation. These people love to bring other people into the relationship to make your head go, oh God, I'm going to lose it, make you jealous, crazy, all this shit. And, very, very common. These guys do that to see how much you care about them, to have two people fight over them. This triangulation would be to freak this boyfriend out and think that she really did cheat it, or she might be cheating, and have him all freaked out, But I think it's the second one. To prepare him for the news and be the first one to tell him so she can start lying right away. Right away. There's rumors about me screwing some married man at work. Bullshit. I just can't believe that. I love my job so much. I can't believe that people will go around saying something like that to hurt me when I've done nothing to anybody. Be a good worker and be good to everybody. Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah. So I think it's the second one, Hugo. I think that she's afraid of her boyfriend finding out and preparing him for the news. And it's always good to be the first one to tell somebody something, because that sticks in their head forever. But it could be just simply to screw with them. They love that shit. I think you know which one it is, Hugo. Thank you. Oturfos from Denmark. Hello. Does your ex leave you alone now? Yes. Does she know you make videos? I don't know. And what's her reaction to it? I wouldn't know. I would have no idea. I don't talk to her. There's no contact. I don't care. If she watches my videos, great. If she was ever to leave me a comment or something, I'd erase it. I don't care. I don't think she would. It's been 8 years. It's been like 8 years since it's been over. Yeah, I don't know what she does. I don't care. Watch my videos. Leave me a comment. If she wants to talk to me, she has to pay me. She can go through my website and I'll charge her by the hour. Thanks. Hope that helps. Hey, it's me in Canada. Hello, hey, it's me. I'm beginning to see my ex everywhere after no contact for months. So you've been no contact, and now all of a sudden there he is. He's in the coffee shop. He's in the little store. He's in the gas station. What do they get out of it if they don't actually approach you? I don't know. How would I know? They can't say goodbye. There's obviously some kind of detachment issue he's got going here. He's trying to hoover you back and thinks that, maybe he just knows that if he approaches you right away, you'll be like, get out of here, So he keeps trying to run into you and give you the opportunity to say, hey, over here. I don't know. I wouldn't know. They're fucked up in the head. They have major attachment issues. Major. I mean, how else do you fall in love with someone in 2 days? That's what they say. They're pretty convincing, I love you in 2 days. And then, after years of being with them, you're about to get married and they just walk right out the door and don't care. And don't need to talk to you for another year. Never a word. And then all of a sudden they come back and they love you again. I mean, fuck, I don't know. I really don't know. But be prepared for a direct hoover. That's what it seems like where it's going. So prepare yourself. Figure out what you want from it. If you want nothing from it, then prepare yourself to just walk away from him. Do not react. Okay? Thank you. Shannon from Washington State. Hello, Shannon. What do I say to my narc boss when she gaslights me and claims she says things she did not say or we did not talk about? I can't just leave because it is also where I live. The top boss is great. Should I talk to him, or is that tattletale behavior? I don't give a shit about tattletale behavior. Abuse is abuse, especially at the workplace. It's horrible. And this kind of shit is a hard thing to try to prove to anything, to courts, to anyone that kind of regulates the workplace. If your state regulates the conditions at your workplace, good luck with this stuff. It's impossible. You got a cool boss over your boss's head. The top boss is cool. Absolutely talk to him. Tell him what borderline is. Tell him what narcissist is, psychopath, sociopath. Say you're an expert. Say you've been studying this shit for years. You've gone through it, mass experience. I'm telling you, this is what my boss is. She is nasty. She's abusive. She will go behind my back and try and make me lose my job. She says things. And says I didn't say them. She says I said things that she didn't say. And she's screwing with my head. And whatever you can do, Shannon, try and document this stuff as much as you can. Keep your phone recording. Maybe there's something that she will do that's really bad. But, you want to keep this job and you want to know what to do. That's all you can do, because you know, you can't wait for your boss to get fired. So I would recommend leaving if you can't deal with it. I know it sucks, but the other part you have to realize is they're everywhere. You're going to have to learn how to deal with these people eventually. That's just a tough one because out in the public, crossing, brushing shoulders, meeting, stuff like this, they can kind of figure out who you are and leave you alone if you have boundaries and you love yourself and you don't care about them. But at the workplace, if they think you're like that, it won't matter. They'll still screw with you because you need to come to work every day. So cover your ass, okay? Cover your ass. Don't be coming in late. Don't be taking days off. Do your job. Don't get into it with other people. And, you can stand up to your boss. So if I've been in this situation big time, where I had to deal with my crazy ass boss all the time, there all the time. He was there all the time, hounding me, telling me, you said this and I didn't say it. I said this. No, you didn't. I mean, it was just, fuck, this guy all day long would do this shit. Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. I made a video called The Narcissist Boss. Feel free to watch that. But my recommendation is don't react. Stand up for yourself. When he says, I didn't say that, say, yes, you did. This is exactly what you said. And, record it. Record stuff. It may get down to that. Be like, play, you said it. These guys, when you do that to these people, they realize you're not someone to screw with. Because they're used to doing this a lot. So they don't really just fire you right away. They're used to all the fighting and the bickering and the stand-up. They're kind of used to that shit. Sometimes it works out, but be careful. My best advice is if you can't take it, leave. Thank you. Mecca from Arizona. Hello, Mecca. Can being with a narcissist make you look like or act like you have BPD? Absolutely. First, when you're with a manipulating narcissist that does all these crazy little things in your relationship with you, it's very easy to start fighting back, and then you start lying, you start manipulating, you start doing all these things, and then you feel like you're one of them when you find out what it is. The other thing is we tend to give too much of ourselves away to these people. We concentrate all our time, all our energy, we give all our money away, and then we kind of lose a sense of self, kind of lose a sense of who we are, and we start feeling like one of them. When you're around a borderline, they make you feel crazy like them. Because I think borderlines are crazy. I don't give a shit what it says. The borderlines are fucking crazy. And when you're around one long enough, you feel crazy. Period. The other thing is if you're probably suffering from CPTSD. CPTSD and borderline come from almost the exact same place. Lots of childhood and narcissists. Lots of childhood trauma. Emotions dysregulated. Okay? But if you don't have a personality disorder, then the abuse didn't go that bad. You still developed empathy and love and all these things, and usually even more sensitive about it. But completely, it's amazing how much you feel like them after this experience. Don't worry, okay? Watch my videos on CPTSD. It'll make sense for you. Thank you, Mako. And let's do last question on this first part. Carlito from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello, Carlito. I found out from my narcissist mother I have narcissist traits. Well, I hope you found that out on your own and not your narcissist mother just told you. Because if it's just from your narcissist mother telling you, don't listen to her. My ex-wife, Narc, left me as soon as she got out of jail for another guy. So your wife was in prison and you helped her and did all these good things for her while she was in prison and before. And the second she got out, she left you for another guy. Was she attracted to me because I have traits? Will narcissist traits only marry narcissists? So, most of us have some kind of narcissistic traits. Find out if you're a narcissist first, if that's what you're worried about. Okay. Second, and you probably do not. Seems like you don't. Just that you're worried and concerned about these things, and you have insight. The fact that your mother's a narcissist and tells you these things is awful. I wouldn't believe anything she says if she's a narcissist. Third, she's not just attracted to you because you have narcissist traits. That doesn't really make sense. people like this need someone to take care of them. Will narcissists only marry narcissists? Absolutely not. No, 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 no. Abusers need victims. If there's some narcissist willing to be a victim and then also abuse, you know, that might work for a little while. But no, narcissists need victims, people like us that are really nice and take care of them all the time. And the last thing I want to say is, if your wife has been in prison, let her go. Let that guy have her. Who cares? Okay? There's not many women in prison. The ratio to men is so small. Women that are in prison, leave them in there or leave them alone. Okay? I don't care if they win. I don't care if you're married before. If she's in prison, she might probably be a sociopath. All right? Leave that alone. I'm sorry. I am. But leave all that crap alone. Okay, that's the last question on part 1. Part 2 is coming out in a half an hour. Thank you very much, guys. Love yourself first, and I'll see you in part 2. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, if you can, share this video. Social media, forums, groups, put it in a playlist just to get it out there. Let people see this kind of stuff. Save them. Help them. There's so many people that don't know this stuff exists, okay? Thank you, guys. See you in part 2.